Let's talk about the Victor's Purge, because it has come to my attention that a lot of people don't know about it. By the end of the series, there's only 7 victors left, and the reason for that is the Victor's Purge. Basically, the victors who weren't rescued from the arena were targeted by both the rebels and the Capitol. The rebels killed victors they thought were working with the Capitol, and the Capitol killed victors they thought were working with the rebels. So after 75 years, there's only 7 living victors. 3 of them being from District 12. Now, why is this significant? I think it's safe to assume that the victors who were working as mentors for the 75th games were probably executed by the Capitol. And any who weren't were probably from career districts. I say this because Anabaria wasn't tortured by the Capitol when she was captured by them. But that is not a guarantee that the Capitol didn't just execute them all. Those who were still left in the districts would have either been killed by the rebels or by the Capitol. Now, why is this significant? I'm glad you asked. Throughout the first book, we're presented with the idea of being safe once you become a victor, and we quickly realize that isn't true during Catching Fire. The victors being sent back into the arena is the first example that we as the readers get that the victors are not safe from the Capitol, even after winning. But that's not the only thing that causes danger for them. The Hunger Games is extremely helpful to the Capitol because not only is it a punishment, but it turns the districts against one another. Watching a child from another district kill someone from your district does not then endear you to that district. But what it also does is turn districts against victors, because those victors are then better off financially than the entire rest of their district. And if they're being trafficked, like Finnick was, they then look like they enjoy being in the Capitol. Katniss thinks of Finnick's many lovers in the Capitol, sounding extremely judgmental while she does so, and this was before she knew that he was trafficked. In fact, after he discusses it in Mockingjay, she wants to apologize for everything that she ever thought about him. She had a preconceived bias against him, and not just because he was from a career district. So if Finnick had been in District 4 when the war fully started, he would have looked like a Capitol sympathizer to the rebels. And he probably would have been killed in the Victor's Purge by those rebels. The Hunger Games doesn't just pit the districts against one another, it pits people against those in their own district. That is why these games are so impactful, because the impact of the Hunger Games and the Capitol's control is so much more than just dead children and trauma. It's turning district against district, person against person. That's why the line "remember who the real enemy is" so important to this series. Because the victors were never the enemies, but to the Capitol, they were, and to the rebels, they also were. It is very, very likely that TikTok is going to be getting banned. So I would like to inform you all that every single social that I have is linked in my link tree. My YouTube, Instagram, Blue Sky, all of it. I have had such a fun time creating this community of people, and I hope that some of you will move on to another platform with me.